Tonight, we take you to the Iowa Great Lakes. A one-time native fish is making a big comeback. And it's all thanks to conservation efforts by the Iowa DNR. The paddlefish hasn't been seen on the Iowa Great Lakes in more than 100 years. But this fall, they will be reintroduced. KTIV's Ellen Ide explains.
The paddlefish have been almost lore here in the Iowa Great Lakes.
Have you ever caught a fish weighing over 100 pounds?
Back in the early 1900s, there were some really big paddlefish that were caught. Here, we have good record of those paddlefish. We can't substantiate the weights that were claimed. We had one fish that was claimed to be 185 pounds, and then another fish caught only 2 weeks later that was 210 pounds. If those weights are correct, they would have represented the largest paddlefish ever caught, even today.
The last recorded paddlefish was caught here on the Iowa Great Lakes back in 1919. But now, anglers will have their chance once again.
There's been a lot of conservation work, a lot of science over the last 40 to 50 years on paddlefish and those recovery efforts. Those recovery efforts have led to some open seasons, like on the Missouri River in Iowa and the Big Sioux River, and that has allowed for a little bit of harvest to occur.
The wild strain of paddlefish from the Missouri River Basin are currently being raised at the Rathbun State Fish Hatchery and will make their way to northwest Iowa as soon as water temperatures are cool enough for a safe transport. In Okoboji, Iowa, Ellen Ide, KTIV News 4.